Hello, my name is Victoria Gambill, and I currently live in Southern California. I was born in a small town in Arizona with my mom, my half-sister, and my stepdad. In Bronfenbrenner's ecological theory, the chronos system encompasses changes that happen at certain times in a person's life. For me, one of the biggest changes that happened to me was that my mom died suddenly and without warning at the age of 8. After that, I ended up moving in with my dad and stepmom in Southern California. This definitely had a huge impact on me mentally and emotionally because I ended up moving away from everything and everyone I knew and had to basically restart my life. I'm an atheist in a family full of believers, but I have never once tried to argue with them over whether they believe or not, and even though sometimes it may happen to me. My freshman year of college, I realized I was bisexual and have had to constantly sort of explain and defend my sexuality. My sexuality is not a phase, it's part of who I am. I have an INTP personality type, and I definitely believe that I encompass the logician personality. I grew up in a lower middle class family, and I've recently realized just how much it affected me when it comes to spending money, yet I do not believe it has had much of a negative impact on my life. I'm a passionate reader and hope that I will be able to use the love of reading and transfer it on to any future students I have. As a child, I grew up surrounded by teachers. My mom, my grams, two of my aunts were all teachers, and it really became a part of my meso system. As I grew up, my career choice kept changing. I wanted to be a dolphin trainer, I wanted to be a cop, and so I ended up going to school for a degree in criminal justice. After I started about my third year of college, I realized that criminal justice wasn't necessarily something I could see myself doing. So I took a course in childhood education and instantly fell in love with it. I ended up doing 50 hours of in-class, work. I was in a kindergarten classroom at a local elementary school and just loved helping kids. I loved helping them learn new interesting concepts. I wanted to help them better themselves. I've always wanted to help people be better and have better lives. As a cop, I could have done that by putting away the bad guys and saving people. But as a teacher, I can help others by teaching the next generation. I can help children learn right from wrong and help them understand the world around them. As a teacher, it's my job to help children grow and learn to be a part of the community, as well as help the community around me take care of the children at my school. I am an example not just for my students, but for the school I work at and the community it resides in. In order to achieve this goal of becoming a kindergarten teacher, I need to finish school and receive my bachelor's through ASU Online, which will hopefully take 2.5 years. Thankfully, with my job at Starbucks, I will not be very far in debt because of school, at least until I start getting my master's degree. Thankfully, with Starbucks, they have sort of a class forgiveness, so I pay up front, and then once I pass my classes, I get it back in my paycheck. So after I get my bachelor's degree, I hope to transfer to a university or 4-year in order to receive my master's degree and then start on my teacher preparation programs. So if all things go correct, I will have my own classroom in 3.5 to 4 years, which would be super exciting. So while I do like Southern California, I've never really loved it. I've never really felt at home here. But where I have felt at home was Oregon. I went to go visit my family up there and I instantly fell in love. So another goal for me is to hopefully move up there with my partner in the next 4 to 5 years. Lastly, after I start teaching full-time, I would love to go back to school to get my master's or PhD in childhood development and then possibly become an emergency foster parent if I have the income and room for it. I actually fell in love with that idea through one of my old professors who was an emergency foster parent, and just hearing about how she helped children, overcome these huge traumas, help them kind of learn about what happened in their lives and help them through it really struck a chord with me, and I've always kind of wanted to do that after. While I know it may be a while until I reach my dreams of becoming a kindergarten teacher, I know this is the path I want to take, and that changing my career path, that my third year of college, was definitely a choice I will always love that I had made, and it's probably one of the best things I have ever done in my life. Thank you.